Firstly, and let me appreciate the work that our mission is doing here in Jordan under the leadership of our ambassador, Tselane Mukwena, and the rest of the team here in the mission in the process of making it a point that they facilitate for this visit to happen. I also need to indicate to our people back home that the last time South Africa was here in Jordan, it was during the time of our founding president Nelson Mandela, when he came specifically in 1994 to interact with the king here in Jordan so that they can find ways on how to strengthen our bilateral relationship with this country at the political level. And I think our visit here today is of significance important, that we ought to work towards elevating all those agreements that were entered into by our founding fathers, where we needed to cooperate with Jordanians in the area of tourism. You know that they are very good in terms of tourist attractions, and we also have similar packages back home, and these are the areas that we believe if we can elevate them, we can register a significant importance in terms of contributing positively to the GDP of both our countries. The other area of cooperation is in the field of agriculture. You know that we are very strong as a country, South Africa, in terms of our fresh agricultural produce, that we need to work together with this country and make it a point that we continue to explore our economic diplomacy through agricultural products entering the markets here in Jordan. And the other area is in the area of logistics and transport and aviation, because without this key cooperation in that field of transport and aviation, we won't be able to bring Jordanians in South Africa. And I'm pleased to indicate that there had been some significant strides in terms of those memorandum of agreements that we have entered into in the year 2022. And our visit here is more importantly focusing on elevating all those issues that we are more agreeing upon in terms of strengthening our economic relationship with the country of Jordan. From the visit, ever since we arrived, we have taught the country in the interest of our program that we all know, which is cultural diplomacy, where we ought to go on the ground and see several places that are of significance in nature in terms of our religious orientation as a country. You would of course appreciate the fact that South Africa is one of the countries where most of our population is religiously orientated under the concept of Christianity, and there's a lot of historical sites here that are of significant importance for the Christians that are in South Africa, for them to come to Jordan and learn a lot about the origin of their belief and how they can work together with those sites and bring about cultural exchange programs, which will go a long way in strengthening our people-to-people relationship with the people of Jordan. Like I said, we are having several commonalities in terms of our religious orientation and our beliefs. There are Christians in Jordan, there are Muslims also in Jordan, and other religious beliefs that are coexisting in harmony in this country. And lastly, we ought to really indicate that Jordan is regarded as the safest country in the Middle East amidst all these challenges that they are faced with, where in Gaza there are serious conflicts and instabilities in the form of the situation that is being happening in Gaza. And we want to applaud the role of Jordan in bringing about peace and mediation efforts between the two conflicting countries, who are of course doing the same as well in South Africa, in the continent of Africa, where you saw us contributing troops to the semi-DRC in the eastern DRC, wherein South Africa was amongst the 3 countries, together with the United Nations, contributing troops towards bringing about peace and stability in the eastern DRC. So there's a lot that we can learn from Jordanians, and there's a lot that the Jordanians can learn from us as a country in the area of peaceful resolution to conflicts, like they are doing here, the role they are playing in Syria as well, wherein they are working towards the peaceful and the dignified return of the Syrian people back to their country. The role that Jordanians also are playing in the Palestinian situation, especially in Gaza, wherein they are busy contributing towards bringing about the much needed humanitarian aid in Gaza. And I think we are here to really learn a lot of lessons as a country, and we are going to work together with them as well in the area of defense, where we need to cooperate with them and see how best we can elevate our areas of cooperation and strengthen our bilateral relationship with them.